Hi guys, it's Colton Lindsay with Winning the Inner Game. Thanks for coming back to another video on my channel. Make sure you go click the subscribe button immediately if you haven't already, okay? Let's get into it. It's Motivation Monday. I want to share with you a little bit about motivation itself, right? We hear the word motivation all the time, and so many agents like you guys come to me or send me emails and you're asking, hey Colton, how do I get motivated? Well, the reality is there's only one way, yes, that's one way you can cause motivation in your life. And it's through your imagination. No other trainer, no other coach, no other human being on the planet can cause you to become motivated. You have to do it yourself through your imagination. Yes, there are training programs. Yes, there are coaching programs or events that you can attend to that will ignite things into your brain to cause you to start seeing things in a different perception. So here's what I mean by imagination. I want you to imagine when you were a little child, okay? Maybe 7, 8 years old. When I was that age, I felt like I was going to win the World Series. I remember throwing the ball in the air and catching it with my mitt, diving on my parents' couch as I was making the winning catch in the World Series. I was excited about that. I could visualize it. I could see it. Or I remember the summers when I was a kid. Remember when summer breaks seemed to last forever? I mean, you could wake up in the morning, okay? You could win the Super Bowl by 10 a.m. You could break your arm by noon. You could be back from the emergency room by 2:30, and you could be playing kickball in the backyard and then playing video games by 6 o'clock just in time to make it to your soccer practice. See, what I'm saying is you could do everything when you were a kid because your imagination was so broad. You believed in more possibilities. As we get older, though, we limit ourselves through whatever experience that we've gone through, whether it's through our church organization, our family members, our school, and just the area that we've lived in. We start to develop a specific perception on how reality is. Unfortunately, 98% of humanity, human beings, they begin to doubt themselves. They begin to look at their failures and their problems, and they look at why it's not possible versus why it is possible. I want you to think when you were a kid, it was possible for you to go to outer space. You believed that you were going to be able to grow up and become an astronaut or a professional musician or a professional athlete or whatever it is you dreamed of doing. But somewhere along the way, you stopped believing that. You actually feared that it wasn't possible, and you started believing that it was never going to happen. So you cut it off. You lost motivation. You lost the drive to do that. Well, good news. All you have to do is start triggering your brain to visualize and, like I said, imagine what it is you want to create. You can do that through asking yourself better questions. If you want better results, if you want better answers to your life, start asking yourself better questions. Why is it possible that you can do it? Why is it important that you sign 5 contracts this month? Or why is it important that you earn maybe your first $100,000 or maybe your first $1 million, whatever level you're at? Ask yourself, why is it important? Why is it possible? What's it gonna do for you? And stop worrying so much about the how. Start worrying about the possibility of what it might feel like. Which feels better? Getting told no on your listing presentation or getting 3 listing contracts signed? That's a prime example of asking yourself better questions, because obviously you're gonna say, well, clearly it's getting 3 listing contracts signed. Exactly, which feels better? Losing $100,000 in investments or earning $55,000 every month in the second quarter? You know the answer. Ask yourself questions that allow you to feel better. And this will trigger your imagination to think bigger. The bigger your imagination is, the better you feel, and the more action you're going to take into the direction that you want to create of the life worth living. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to click subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I appreciate you. We'll see ya. And now, a lot of people think, okay, we're gonna hash out expires and FSBOs all day long. Truth is, I do maybe 20 to 30 minutes tops of expires and another 20 to 30 minutes of for sale by owners. So at the very latest, by 9 a.m., I'm done with for sale by owners. I'm done with them. The challenge with for sale by owners, it's hard to create repeatable business for them.